Manchester City's frustrating slide continued with a 2-1 defeat to Brighton in the Premier League on Saturday, marking the first time in Pep Guardiola's illustrious managerial career that he has overseen 4 consecutive losses. The result left the champions still holding second place in the league, with 23 points from 11 matches, but this defeat highlighted the growing concerns within the team. Brighton, on the other hand, capitalized on City's weaknesses to climb to 4th in the standings with 19 points, continuing their impressive early season form under Roberto De Zerbi. City had looked set to end their winless run after a dominant start to the match. Erling Haaland, who has been in scintillating form this season, opened the scoring in the 23rd minute. Mateo Kovacic played a clever through ball between Brighton central defenders, and Haaland was in the right place to collect the ball. His first shot was blocked by Brighton goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen, but Haaland was quick to pounce on the rebound, finishing it into the net to give City the lead. It was a well-taken goal, one that extended Haaland's lead in the Premier League Golden Boot race to 12 goals. However, despite their early advantage, City were unable to build on their momentum. In the second half, Brighton grew stronger, showing resilience and belief that they could turn the game around. After a tense 20-minute spell where City squandered several chances to double their lead, including 2 from Haaland that could have put the game to bed, Brighton capitalized on a defensive error. In the 78th minute, City failed to clear a ball in their own box, and Joao Pedro was the first to react, firing past Ederson to bring Brighton level. Pedro, who has been a standout performer for Brighton this season, was full of confidence after the equalizer, and he was quick to praise his team's spirit and their ability to challenge the top teams. "Last season we dropped too many points and the gaffer told us to believe in ourselves this season, and we are doing well this season against the big teams," Pedro said post-match, acknowledging Brighton's growing stature in the league. The game was effectively decided 5 minutes later, when another substitute, Matt O'Reilly, marked his Premier League debut with a match-winning goal. O'Reilly latched onto a precise through ball from Pedro and calmly slotted the ball past Ederson, sending the Brighton fans into ecstasy and City fans into despair. The goal came at a time when City looked vulnerable, and O'Reilly's composed finish sealed an unforgettable victory for the Seagulls. Guardiola was left to rue City's missed opportunities in the first half, especially the chances that Haaland had to put the game beyond Brighton's reach. In the 26th minute, Haaland saw his powerful shot blocked by Verbruggen's right ankle at the near post, and just minutes later, he had another chance but could only head the ball over the bar. These were the moments that City needed to capitalize on to take control of the game, but as the match wore on, their inability to finish proved costly. Brighton, despite having just 39.5% possession throughout the game, looked more dangerous in the second half and seemed to be in the ascendancy after the equalizer. Just after the break, they had a golden opportunity to take the lead when Jack Hinchelwood leapt high to head down a cross from Pervis Estupinan, but Ederson reacted brilliantly to deny the effort with a quick reflex save. Brighton had a clear sense of belief, knowing they could trouble City, and they were ultimately rewarded for their persistence. The loss is the 4th consecutive defeat for City, which is their worst run in over a decade. In addition to this league loss, their previous 3 defeats included a 2-1 loss to Tottenham Hotspur in the League Cup, a shock 2-1 loss at Bournemouth, and a demoralizing 4-1 defeat to Sporting in the Champions League. City's form has been increasingly inconsistent, and their injury crisis has been a contributing factor. On Saturday, key players such as Nathan Ake, John Stones, Jack Grealish, and Ruben Dias were unavailable, alongside longer-term absentees like Rodri and Oscar Bob. This has left Guardiola with a depleted squad, which is struggling to maintain its usual level of performance. Guardiola, known for his meticulous tactical approach, will no doubt be frustrated by how his side has failed to execute in key moments. The team's usual fluid attacking play has been stunted, and defensively they have shown vulnerabilities. The defeat to Brighton, a team that has been impressive but is still considered one of the mid-tier clubs in the Premier League, will sting, especially considering that City had control for large portions of the match but could not finish it off. As City's misery continues, their focus will need to shift quickly to improving both their offensive and defensive solidity. Guardiola will be hoping for the return of his injured players to give the team more balance and depth. With crucial matches ahead, including the upcoming Champions League fixtures and key league clashes, City need to rediscover their winning form or risk falling further behind in the title race. For Brighton, the victory is a testament to their growth as a team under De Zerbi, as they continue to punch above their weight and challenge for a spot in Europe next season.